Greetings, everyone. My name is Mitch Dyer. This is Marty Sleever.
Hey.
Marty, we've been hearing a little bit about the future of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, yeah.
And some news came out today. Assassin's Creed Comet, the alleged Xbox 360, PS3 version of Assassin's Creed coming out this fall.
Yep.
It stars a Templar named Shay.
Yeah, yeah. So we have, I mean, obviously last week we reported on...
Unity.
Yeah, so Unity leaked, and then finally Ubisoft was like, yep, Unity is a real thing.
Yep.
They released a trailer. Obviously it takes place during the French Revolution in Paris. You play as a cool guy. A cool guy.
Yeah, capital C, capital G,
yeah, cool guy assassin. And so this game, Comet, like you said, current gen or last gen, I don't know what we call it anymore.
I don't know what we call it anymore. Xbox 360, PS3.
Yeah, yeah, but...
maybe Wii U.
But yeah, Kotaku claims to have some news on it again, and they said, yeah, a character named Shay, who's a sailor in the late 1700s, 1758. And said the game, he's a Templar, and the game starts off with him just sort of having a mutiny
against Adewale.
Against Adewale, old man Adewale. And Adewale, you remember, played a small role in Black Flag, and he was also the star of Freedom Cry, the DLC. And so this timeline, 58, would be bridging the gap between the early 1700s of Black Flag and the late 1700s of Unity.
It's really interesting that this would be a direct sequel to Black Flag.
Yeah.
But they're not treating it like Assassin's Creed 4 2 or Assassin's Creed 5. It's like, no, it's about boats, and you're going to New York, which was a city in AC3,
yep.
so hopefully they, I don't know, build that out.
Build that up a little bit.
Kind of limp in
I mean,
Assassin's
it
Creed
definitely
3.
feels like, obviously they're putting their best foot forward with Unity for the PS4
100%.
and Xbox One version. But with this, it makes sense for them to utilize what Ubi Shanghai did with, creating that awesome, everything with boats.
Why would they let that go?
Yeah, because that's everyone's favorite part of AC4 is like, holy crap, like sailing the ocean and then all this maritime nonsense, that's the coolest thing. So being able to do more of that in this game, I mean, completely makes sense. A big question is, who's developing it, though?
Yeah, I mean, we've been hearing that Ubisoft Toronto is doing some kind of Assassin's Creed project. I would assume that they're assisting on Unity.
Yeah, I would assume that too. But also, I mean, there were some murmurings that like maybe the team that did, because the last time, it's not unprecedented that 2 AC games come out the same year.
Of course.
Because in 2012, we had 3 and Liberation come out the same year. So maybe people are like, hey, maybe the Liberation team who's sort of used to using assets.
Yeah, I mean, Quebec contributed a little bit to Black Flag to some degree. So maybe they're
I feel like if you finish an Assassin's Creed game, every studio ever. Yeah, at the end of it, it's like I contributed a little bit. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, I made like 2 or 3 graphics.
You've come a long way.
The interesting thing about the name Comet, though, is people are like, oh, maybe this is a code name, but maybe it's not, because I was talking with Jared, and he was telling me, Jared Petty, our Wiki's guru and history expert.
Indeed. History expert.
Historian, IGN historian. And he was just telling me that in 1758, which is supposedly when the game takes place, that was when Halley's Comet came.
Aha.
And it was sort of this big, Halley's Comet has this sort of grand mythological, weight to it. And that
it has to do with ghosts and space ghosts and Minervas.
Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, Minerva's
Den?
Den?
No, he's the star.
Yeah.
Space Ghost is the main
links
character.
to Steve Gainer's Minerva's Den.
Perfect.
Yeah, okay.
We figured it out. Case closed. Oh, that's probably not true. You can find out more about Assassin's Creed Comet and the actual things that are happening with it very soon, no doubt, on IGN.